Hi, here's Michael Leander. I'm in a hotel in Cairo and I'm here with somebody very interesting. We have just finished 2 days of training for a large group of people representing this particular company. And his name is Nadeem Khourshid. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And I asked him to share some information about himself and his experiences in his company right here. So, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
So, I'm good. Can you tell me a little bit, and the viewers, a little bit about yourself?
Yes. Again, my name is Nadeem Khourshid. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for Americana Group, the FMCG division. I've been with the company for almost 20 years. I've worked in both marketing, operations, and business development. So it has been quite an experience with the company. The company has been in business since inception in the 1960s. We have two major divisions. One is the fast-moving consumer goods and related to food packaged goods, and the restaurant division. For the restaurant division, we have the master franchise for some of the iconic brands, restaurant brands like KFC, Pizza Hut, TGI Fridays, and Garden restaurants. On the FMCG side, we have some of our brands are one of the most recognized brands in the region. It spans from frozen meat to poultry to dairy, juice, canned food, and many more. Americana's success in the Middle East is quite a successful story because we've been always ahead of times, as they say. We've created markets. When we started business, many of the eating habits that are quite prevailing now, and most that come from the Western cultures, were not that popular. So we basically created markets, and we created new behaviors and trends for the Arab consumer. So that's probably.
So how many countries are you currently active in?
We are in 14 countries around the region, from the Morocco to Kazakhstan in the Central Asia. We have 55,000 employees, and our turnover is $2.6 billion. That's in 2011.
Wow, those are big numbers. But tell me, so you're the Chief Marketing Officer, and what are the changes that you see are necessary for you to implement over the coming years?
So definitely the major changes is that we have to acknowledge that markets are becoming very complex. It's a very dynamic world, and we live in a very dynamic world. Consumers are really changing fast. They're becoming really demanding, and they're becoming more discriminating. And we have to make sure that we are always offering them meeting their needs, and that's one thing. The second thing is that we have to acknowledge that also on the media side, media is quite changing in the region. The media consumption in the region have changed a lot in the last few years, especially with the digital boom. And that's something that we are acknowledging in our media strategy. We're bringing in a lot of know-how and processes to embrace the emerging digital media. Of course, for us, digital, it's an internal change process. It's a new mindset for the marketeers, trying not only to focus on the working horses of media, the traditional ones, TV and the like, but to try to understand and to embrace the new digital platforms. So,
and you're working with a concept, I guess you can call it a concept called the 360 degree.
Yes.
Could you share a little bit about what that's about?
Yeah, 360 degrees for us is basically we're surrounding the consumers. We go where our consumers are, our targets. Of course, we have different segments ranging, from teens and young adults to young moms with kids, to even to the gray market. So basically, whenever we launch a new product or we have a big event to talk about in the region across the Middle East, we go for a 360 execution. A 360 execution for us is things that are happening in the media. So we leverage all types of media that are available in the region. The execution that happens on ground in the market, the activation that happens that goes with it, the PR, and so forth. So basically, we make sure that none of the mediums that are available for us across the region are not tapped.
So you are where your customers are.
Yes.
However that may play out.
Yeah.
So the last question I have is, so I had the pleasure of meeting a lot of your team from the different areas of the business and different countries, and I think we agree that change is happening. How do you see the new marketer or a more modern marketer? What are the key qualifications that you see in an ideal marketing employee?
Ideal marketing employee, and I always say, I always tell my team and people that work with me is that you become the voice of the customer. You become the biggest advocate for what really customers want. And we always remind them that we are the people that we stand in front of the house. So we're always looking from outwards inwards. And so that's our main priority. A savvy marketeer has to pick up the changes that are happening in the market, and in our era it's happening so fast. So he has to acknowledge this, and also to be creative, and to have the mindset of trying things. We have to have this mindset of trying new stuff and open to new ideas. And that's, I think, it's a part of the key success for any marketer.
Thank you very much. That's good advice. So if you want to know a little bit more about Nadeem Khourshid, I will post, if you're on the blog here, I will post a link to his LinkedIn profile along with links to the Americana Group. And thank you for watching, and remember, have a great responsive day today and all the other days.